Hey guys, it's me, Vinny B, and I wanted to talk to you today about my favorite movie ever made, Wonder Woman. This movie was released in 2017 and directed by Zack Snyder, and it's my favorite DCEU movie so far. But, be warned, I haven't seen Zack Snyder's Justice League yet, which comes out Friday on HBO Max. So today, when we're talking about Wonder Woman, this is going to be different than my other video essays because this is going to be more of a review of the movie, while the other ones were explorations of the film. But the first thing I want to talk about with this movie is the acting. This is some of the best acting I think I've ever seen in a superhero movie. Gal Gadot plays Wonder Woman, and in that, she is one of the best actresses I have ever seen. She plays Wonder Woman really well, and it makes me feel like she's a believable character, which is what you need to do when you're making a big superhero movie like this. She brings a lot of heart and humanity to the character, which makes her really fun to watch in the movie. Next up, we have Chris Pine, who plays Steve Trevor. Steve Trevor is a World War II pilot, played by Chris Pine. And Chris Pine brings a lot of heart and warmth to the character. While Gal Gadot plays Diana, aka Wonder Woman, Steve Trevor brings a lot of humanity to the movie, where you have these big Wonder Woman scenes, but then you also have these funny moments because Steve Trevor is really funny. And that's all thanks to Chris Pine's ability to act. It brings a lot of levity to the movie, and it makes it really enjoyable to watch the dynamic between the two of them, because they're both really good. Next up, let's talk about tone. This movie is funny. This is the funniest DCEU movie yet. There are so many jokes that just make it really good. But the movie doesn't lose sight of being a drama. It's able to use the jokes to provide levity for the audience, but that doesn't deter from the drama that you see unfolding on screen. Chris Pine and Diana might have a lot of funny scenes together and make a lot of good jokes, but that doesn't take away from the fact that their story ends tragically. And it's that tragic ending that reminds you that these characters, although larger than life, are in fact human as well as you. And the tone that the director has chosen for this movie made that apparent in a way that I've never seen done in a big blockbuster like this before. And the director, Patty Jenkins, is able to do that. Because of her good directing, the tone of this movie and the humor and the heart and the drama are all incredibly. Next up, guys, let's talk about the action. Because the action in this movie is next level stuff. It is some of the best action I think I've seen on film yet. The name of this movie is Wonder Woman, because it's about the Wonder Woman, but that does not mean that this is a girl movie. The action in this movie is on par with some of the best action movies I've ever seen, like Captain America: The Winter Soldier, The Dark Knight, The Matrix, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man: Homecoming. There's stuff like that in this movie. And you know what? I think that makes this movie really special. Now, it's hard to talk about this movie without talking about the elephant in the room. And that is that this was the first girl superhero movie. And because of that, I think this movie does something special. Because girls need superheroes too. And I really like that idea. And that makes me like this movie even more. Because it does something that no one else can do. You can't turn Batman into a girl. But you can with Wonder Woman. And I think that makes this really special. Next up, guys, let's talk about the cinematography. There's shots in this movie that are just some of the best things I have ever seen. Some of the best shots on film are in this movie. And there's scenes involving Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor. And they look beautiful. There's a scene about halfway through the movie where Wonder Woman walks across a dead forest, and there's guns going after her, and she's walking up to the bad guys. And this scene is when I realized that I love this movie. It is some of the best scenes I have ever seen. And that's in no small part to the cinematographer for this movie. And they make it look really good. Next up, let's talk about the tone. I think the tone of this movie is balanced really well. There are some more dramatic scenes, but then there's also some lighthearted, fun scenes. But the lighthearted, fun scenes don't take away from the drama unfolding on screen. And the drama unfolding on screen doesn't take itself so seriously that it forgets to have fun. It's such a good balance, and it's refreshing to see that in a superhero movie. A field where most of the movies are really good, but not all of them can pull it off. For example, Doctor Strange had more serious, dramatic moments, but its sense of humor didn't. That being said, I still think Doctor Strange is a really good movie, and I would love to do a video on it sometime. But anyway, let's stay focused on what makes Wonder Woman really good. Next up, I would like to talk about the characters, because the characters in this movie feel very real. I relate to Steve Trevor a lot as a character, because that's who I am as a person. So watching this movie, although I couldn't relate very much to Diana, I could relate a lot to Steve Trevor, and that made the movie a lot more. Although I'm not able to relate to Wonder Woman as a character, I do know plenty of girls who have, and because of that, Wonder Woman is a really good character, and I relate more to Steve Trevor, but that's okay, because you don't have to. Next up, let's talk about the score. I don't know how I forgot to, because once again, Hans Zimmer delivers on some of the best superhero music that is out there today. The score to this movie is exhilarating. It makes my fists want to punch the air. It makes my feet really excited. And that adds to the heart-stopping drama that you're seeing on the screen unfold. And it makes the whole experience that much more exciting. And don't get me wrong, guys, this movie would still be really good even if it didn't have a score. But because it has the score, that adds a lot to my enjoyment of this movie. It also makes the scenes with action feel... Okay, guys, the last thing I have to say about this movie is that the shot composition is beautiful. There are so many frames from this movie that I would get hung up on my wall. And I know plenty of people who have. And it's because it just looks that good. Hey guys, it's me, Vinny B, and I hope you enjoyed my review of Wonder Woman from 2017. All week I'm going to be looking at Zack Snyder's DCEU in preparation for Zack Snyder's Justice League cut, exclusively on HBO Max. I can't wait. Remember to subscribe and like this video if you want to see more content just like it. And I have plenty more reviews coming later this week, and then at the end of the week I'll review Zack Snyder's Justice League for you guys and let you know if it's worth it. Take care, webheads. Vinny B out.